If I can have everybody attention, uh, Brett. Ken, you're going to start. Well, we'd like to, you're going to have a seat because the speech is going to be long, so you're going to have to sit down and rest your legs. I have a lot of things to say. Now, I just want to thank you, all of you, for coming. Welcome you to the studio. There are some familiar faces and some faces that are new. So you might know by now that one of the reasons we are doing this today is as part of the presentation of the book, Have Faith in Magic, that it was edited, actually came out last week, and it's a chronicle of the 25 years that we have been gathering together every Tuesday to draw and to have fun and to share wine and cheese and friendship and love and art. If anybody is interested, I don't say anybody here would be interested, but if you are, since almost all of you are friends, but if anybody is interested in talking about forming an art group, there is going to be a sign-in sheet, and please put your names and a way to contact you, and we'll be very glad to get you started on that and to talk about how to start a group. Our group, that is the Tuesday night group, started in a very casual way. There were 4 friends who got together 25 or 27 years ago and decided to do something different one day at night, to keep in touch, to do something that would keep them in contact, and they can discuss politics, music, whatever they want to do. And discussing several things to do, the thing that came out, because it was common to the 4 of them, was painting. So they started to get together every Tuesday night and paint. At the beginning, they started with animated objects, picking up objects from their homes. They started to do it at their own living rooms and rotating living rooms continuously. Then Suan came along, and she started to pose as a model, voluntary model, and but Suan could not do it all the time, so they were looking for friends that would do it on their own. That was the way I was contacted by Renato and by Joe, asking me if I wanted to pose. I absolutely say no way, I would never do that. And the same night I was there when they told me that I didn't have to take my clothes off, that I could keep them on. And the following Tuesday, I joined in with pencil and paper because the group was just wonderful. So this was a year after the group was formed, and we have been doing this for all these years. Around half a century, or half the way last century, I turned 10 years old. I was living with my parents in Milan, in Italy, and my parents asked me what did I want for my birthday. And I said, well, I would like to have a set of color pencils or something I would like to start painting. Living in Milan, it's really hard not to have that inclination. So I was so excited when my parents said, okay, no problem. And they brought me this present, and I opened it thinking it's going to be a tin can with 20 or 50 pencils in it and coloring pencils. And actually it was a full set of oil, brushes, and some small canvases. And what was what absolutely flattered me was that they gave me a subscription to the Accademia Brera in Milan. Accademia Brera is is an academy that is right next to the Museum Brera, which housed Leonardo da Vinci and was his studio while he was living in Milan during Ludovico's fourth. So I was really flattered and just so excited. I wanted to go and I wanted to do it until I ran into Signorina Stellina, which was my teacher. It was this like 70 or 80-year-old lady, never smiled. She was always talking about art and how bad you were. And she would put in front of us a little postcard. We're talking about 1950, so the postcards in 1950 were not like the postcards today, so they were painted and really ugly. And we had to copy the postcard on the canvas and then copy the colors and paint exactly what we saw. And I hated that. I absolutely hated that. And she would get so mad at me because I would put colors that I wanted to put. I wanted to do the sky red and the trees purple. And one day she had the wonderful idea of putting one of her pictures that she had painted herself in front of us for us to do a portrait of her self-portrait. And I started by doing her hair, and her hair was purple. And when she saw it, she got so mad at me that she picked up the canvas, threw it on the floor, tore it apart, and said, "This is not what I asked you to do, and what you're here to do, what I asked you to do." I got so mad that I threw all the oils on the floor and I started to step on the oils, made a mess, and ran out of the Brera. I had a wonderful father and and he thought I did the right thing. So, but in any case, I thought that I would never pick up a pencil in my life. And here, 40 years later, I run into Renato and Joe and the Tuesday night group. As you can see, I feel free and encouraged to paint purple and green and blue hairs without nobody correcting me. So, to me, the experience of being in this group has been an extraordinary experience. It's something that, as I say in the book, is my weekend in the middle of the week. It's something I enjoy tremendously. I enjoy doing something that I like to do, that I didn't know that I could do, as it is drawing and painting. And I enjoy talking to my friends, coming to discuss things, talking about art, museums, exhibits, movies, films. Those of you who are friends and or artists or models that have had the opportunity to come to go to the class, you know what I'm talking about. It is wonderful, and we never thought that we would go through 25 years or 27 years of this. So it's really encouraging that something like this is happening, not only among friends, but also in the city of Washington. It's usually relegated to second place when it comes to art, when people don't know the things that are happening here. So thank you very much. I think that somebody else is coming to take my place. I have to tell you that it was hard for me to open this because it was Micheline who was supposed to do it, and nobody's better than her, and unfortunately she's not able to do it right now. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Yaya.